Sweden is a country with a rich history and a variety of landscapes. Most of its land is unspoiled, which makes it a traveler's paradise. There are hundreds of acres of untouched woods and gorgeous lakes to explore, not to mention large archipelagos off its beaches, and the air and water are perfectly clear. From magnificent castles and old cities to vast Arctic landscapes and the world-famous Ice Hotel, Sweden's tourism attractions are diverse. There are so many things to do here that you want to give yourself plenty of time to take advantage of all the outdoor activities and historic sites. So in today's video, let's find out the top 10 most beautiful places to visit in Sweden. Number 10. Abisko National Park. This is the land of the midnight sun in the summer, with 24-hour daylight for many weeks. The park covers an area of 77 square kilometers and is known for its natural beauty and Nordic fauna. It's a fantastic area to visit for winter adventures in Scandinavia and lengthy summer walks. Abisko lies around 100 kilometers west of Kiruna and more than 200 kilometers within the Arctic Circle, in the Auroral Oval, a region where the northern lights are more than likely to be seen. Kiruna is served by regular flights from Stockholm, and the park may be reached by bus, rail, or cab. If the weather permits, pay a visit to the beautiful Aurora Sky Station. Number 9. Visby. The rose-entwined walled town of Visby on the island of Gotland is a big magnet for travelers from all over the globe, steeped in medieval history and bursting with ruined churches. The town is crisscrossed with charming cobblestone streets, and it's all too easy to forget your feeling of being in the contemporary world while exploring many medieval commercial houses, as well as some timber structures from the 17th and 18th centuries have stepped gables. Visby's title as the Gem of the Baltic and as UNESCO's World Heritage Site are clearly well deserved. A self-directed or guided sightseeing tour of the spectacular 700-year-old walls is highly recommended. There are 44 defensive towers built into the building, and the walls still exhibit the wounds of battle in the shape of 2 breaches. Number 8. The Göta Canal. The Göta Canal was built in the early 19th century and is 190 kilometers long. It is sometimes referred to as Sweden's finest engineering triumph. It's now one of Sweden's most popular tourist destinations, providing a unique view of the country's core. It also forms part of a water link that runs from Stockholm in the northeast to Gothenburg in the southwest. By linking with lakes Vänern and Vättern via the Trollhätte Canal, the canal runs from Sjötorp on Lake Vänern, from Stöderkroppen on the Baltic Sea with 47 bridges and 58 locks. There are passenger cruise ships available, or you may rent a boat and explore the canal on your own. Number 7. Kiruna. Kiruna in Lapland is Sweden's northernmost town, with the same latitude as central Greenland. It's also the capital of the country's biggest commune, which borders both Norway and Finland. From mid-May until mid-July, the midnight sun may be seen here. Originally a Lapp village, the town grew in importance when iron ore mining began around 1900. Surprisingly, the entire city is progressively being pushed northwest to the foot of the Lusovaro mountain, owing to subsidence induced by mining. Jukkasjärvi, the world's first ever ice hotel, is located approximately 17 kilometers outside of the city. The Ice Hotel with its magnificent rooms and furnishings, is constructed from ice in the river Torn, each year in a different design. This is a popular spot for river rafting, stand-up paddle boating, fishing, and canoeing in the summer. The tallest peak in Sweden, Kebnekaise, is 90 kilometers west of Kiruna, and Abisko National Park, where the Lapland Railroad travel west to Narvik on the Norwegian coast, is 95 kilometers northwest. Number 6. Stockholm Archipelago. Stockholm is dubbed the Venice of the North by many. Stockholm's magnificent archipelago has over 30,000 islands. Some islands have distinctive red and yellow timber summer houses, while others are completely underdeveloped. Whatever time of year you come, a journey on the water, whether in and around the city or to one of the islands, should be at the top of your agenda. Many trips include lunch or dinner, and they all provide a distinct view of the city. There are also hop-on, hop-off possibilities. The unique Stroma boats are tough to miss when downtown. Number 5. Drottningholm Palace. Fairy tale Drottningholm Palace is a UNESCO World Heritage Site on the island of Lovo, around 11 kilometers west of Stockholm. The palace, which dates from the 17th century, is currently the official residence of the Swedish royal family. Bronze statues from Bohemia and Denmark, brought back as battle trophies, are displayed in the attractive terraced park. The Chinese Pavilion, which originates from the late 1700s, is a must-see. During the summer, the 18th century Palace Theatre, Drottningholm's Slottstillar, is still used for performances. Period theatrical costumes and scenery can be seen at the Theatre Museum. Number 4. Gamla Stan. Gamla Stan, or Old Town, is a tiny concentrated region in Stockholm where the city originated in the middle of the 13th century. Much of the medieval enclave has survived. However, it is frequently brushed and painted in the Scandinavian style. The architecture along its tiny stone-paved alleyways and cobblestone streets around its squares, particularly the major ones, Stortorget, which is encircled by historic merchants' houses, is what gives it its beauty. The Noble Museum, the Post Museum, the Royal Coin Cabinet, and various churches are located in the district, along with several stores, restaurants, and cafes. If you can locate acceptable lodging, it's also a nice region to visit with alternatives, including luxury boutique hotels, guest houses, and even budget inns and hostels. Number 3. Skansen and Djurgården. Skansen is a medieval town made up of houses and farmsteads from all across Sweden. It is the world's oldest open-air museum. These are well-preserved structures and depict both rural and urban cultures at various times between 1720 and the 1960s. Churches, schools, manor houses, businesses, mills, workers' residences, artisans' shops, including a bakery, a funicular train, a Sami camp with reindeer, and a number of full farmsteads are all gathered here. Costumed interpreters live in these houses, farms, and workshops, doing daily jobs such as displaying crafts and skills, and performing household and agricultural chores. Species native to Sweden, as well as exotic animals and a children's zoo, can be found in a zoo. Skansen is part of the massive urban Djurgården Park, which is a popular hangout for residents, especially in the summer. Traditional cafes, restaurants, snack bars, and even hotels may be found throughout. If you're feeling active, you may also rent a canoe or a bicycle. The Gröna Lund amusement park, as well as the ABBA the museum, can be located here. Number 2. Vasa Museum. The Vasa Museum in Stockholm is the most visited museum in Sweden, with over 1 million visitors each year. Since the museum opened in 1990, more than 20 million people have visited, and it's easy to understand why. The 64-gun battleship Vasa, the pride of the Swedish Imperial Navy, sank on her maiden voyage in 1628. The ship sank to the bottom of the cold waters for more than 3 centuries before being resurrected in 1961, after a massive recovery effort. Visitors now travel from all over the world to see this intriguing time capsule. The museum welcomes visitors of all nationalities and offers English language guided tours and audio guides. A trip to the Vasa, which holds 10 different exhibitions and 4 other museum ships, is a day trip in and of itself. For those who wish to make a whole day of it, the location has a shop and a restaurant. Number 1. Kungsleden. The King's Trail, also known as Kungsleden, is one of the most well-known and greatest hiking paths in the world. The route follows a course planned by the Swedish tourism organization in the early 1900s, from Abisko in Swedish Lapland to Hemavan. The terrain changes dramatically from alpine scenes in Lapland to forests of birch trees, clear lakes, little sediments, and mountain peaks. The trail passes through 4 national parks in total: Abisko, Storefallet, Sarek, and Pieljekais. Several reindeer shepherds will be out with their flocks during the trip, and you'll have the opportunity to meet them. Sweden is one of the few countries that have a huge area unspoiled by urbanization and human touch. Sweden offers a pleasant mix of art, history, and scenic beauty to be explored. Give a like to this video and let us know in the comments which place you found the most interesting. Press the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, and stay tuned for our next video by notifying. Until then, take care.